Hare Krishna. Okay, welcome everyone. So we are the last section of the fourth chapter, which is the glories of transcendental knowledge. So it starts from 34 to 42. So last week we could only do 3 verses. So let's do a quick revision of these 3 verses, and then we'll start today's discussion. So 432. Who would like to go first? Any volunteers?
Hare Krishna, prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Uh, Translation. All these different types of sacrifice are approved by the Vedas, and all of them are born of different types of work. Knowing them as such, you will become liberated. In this verse, which is Evam Bahuvida Yagna Vitita Brahmano Mukhe, mainly it's saying like Bahuvida, various kinds of yagna means sacrifices. These all types of sacrifices are being like told in Vedas. Whatever we are doing, like 4 types of sacrifices we discussed last week. So, Karam Jan Vidhitan Sarvan Evam Gyatva Vimokshase. So, knowing them as such, you will be liberated. Like Krishna is in mood of inactivity. So Krishna is Arjuna is in mood of inactivity. So Krishna is telling Arjuna that inactivity is not a solution here. All the yagnas are based on karma, so he has to do some karma to do the yagna. So you
Very
give
nice.
example of a lion sleeping, like his food will not come into his mouth. He is the like king of the jungle, yet he has to work hard for his food.
Thank you, Mataji. Very, very nice. So karmaja word is very, very important. Ja means janma. So they all, even all the sacrifices are born with karmas. We have to do the activity. Inactivity is not a solution. Thank you, Mataji. Let's do the next one. 33. This is a simple one. Who would like to do? Lakshmi Priya Mataji, would you like to try? Hare Krishna. Okay, maybe Mataji is disconnected. Amrit Prabhu, you're on the top of the screen.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay, so, O chastiser of the enemy, the sacrifice performed in knowledge is better than the mere sacrifice of material possessions. After all, O son of Partha, all sacrifices of word culminate into transcendental knowledge. So, keywords here are Shreya, means with the greater good, long-term benefits. Dravya, Maya means Dravya is possessions, material possessions. And yagya is sacrifice. So greater than material sacrifice is jnana yagya, transcendental sacrifice. Parantapa is name of Arjun. Sarvam akhila, karma akhilam partha. So all sarvam is all, karma akhilam is the all the karmas. Gyan parishram yate. The Gyan in knowledge, the end. So all the karma, where Gyan starts is the end of all karma.
All the sacrifices of work culminate in
Culminate into
transcendental knowledge. So,
Yes.
what's the 2 points? Okay, 1 point given here. If you have to summarize, Amrit Prabhu.
That better is Gyan, sacrifice of knowledge,
Yes.
than sacrifice of material possessions.
Yeah.
And the second point is that all sacrifices of work or karma lead to transcendental knowledge.
So if we do the sacrifices in a proper way, it should increase our knowledge, transcendental knowledge.
Yes.
Now, this
Yes.
knowledge, we are not talking about the head knowledge. There are many, many people who have a lot of head knowledge, but it should be which sort of knowledge? Amrit Prabhu.
Divya Gyan.
Divya Gyan. Very nice. Huh? So Prabhupada writes very clearly, it should be transcendental knowledge. That means which brings us closer to Krishna. So by that knowledge, we start coming closer to Krishna. If this is just the head knowledge, that doesn't have much value. There are many PhDs around the world, many, many big scholars around the world. Keshav Kashmiri coming to my mind, and many more. So that head knowledge is not the purpose. So many times, many Brahmins, a lot of Karmkandi Brahmins, they have a lot of knowledge. Literally, they know Vedas like anything, but they don't have any transformational knowledge. They do as a livelihood. It says Bhagavatam should never be sold for money. Like people sell these days, I've heard about it. 50 lakh, 2 crore, 5 crore, whatever the package is, and they bring the whole thing. So that sort of knowledge is not considered very valuable. It should be transcendental knowledge, which brings us closer to Krishna. Bhakti Anukul Gyan. Thank you, Amrit Prabhu. 34. Now we can read this one. This is very, very nice verse. We spent a lot of time last week. Who wants to do this? Ayush Prabhu,
Hare Krishna, bro. Pranam.
our Maharathi.
Not me, bro. So, Tadvidi Prani Patena. So, Tadvidi means
Prabhuji,
that
sorry,
not.
Prabhu. Maybe we can read the translation first and then we can
Yeah.
start the actual
So,
explanation.
just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. So, in this verse, Tadvidi pranipatena. So pranipad tadvidi is that knowledge.
Sorry,
Should
so
be
what does that mean? Sorry, I can ask more questions to
spiritual
you.
knowledge. So in the
Yes.
previous
So that refers to previous
previous
verse.
slok,
Thank you, Prabhu.
yeah, we referred to
Vidhi,
spiritual knowledge, transcendental knowledge. So pranipatena means by approaching a spiritual master, you get this one. Pariprashanena sevya. So this shows the two methods by which we should get this knowledge, which is pariprashanena. That means we make inquiries, and sevya in a service attitude. So we don't challenge the spiritual master. We don't come in a argumentative mood, but in a mood of seva bhav, by serving. But it also means that we should not be blind followers. We should also have inquiries. That's why pariprashanena, and at the same time not be challenging. So there's sevya. Upadek shanti te jnanam. That means then they will initiate you into this knowledge. They will enlighten you with this spiritual knowledge. And why is that? Because Jnanena Tattva Darshana. They are Tattva Darshi. They have seen the absolute truth. They know the essence of the absolute truth in Tattva. And because they have realized this, they can impart this knowledge onto you. So Krishna is directly implying that this knowledge cannot be understood by our own endeavors or speculations, but we should approach a spiritual master in a mood of submissive inquiries and at the same time service, and by their mercy they will impart us with this spiritual knowledge which will help us realize, because they themselves have tattva darshana, they have themselves realized this truth.
thank you, Prabhuji. Some more points someone else can add who has done a very good summary. Amrit Prabhu, you are raising hand? Or
Yes, Prabhu.
yes.
So last week we discussed Pranipartena, which has four different meanings. One is submissiveness to the spiritual master. Second is humbleness while approaching the guru, which means performing Dandavat Pranams more often and acknowledging that we are basically fools. Then is third is approaching the spiritual master, and fourth is leaving the preconceived notions that we already have in our mind, our conditionings. And so
Just on that one, Prabhuji, the last point, can you give any example just for a proper understanding?
like our mental concoctions of how bhakti should be, we maybe we follow certain process, like maybe we are chanting and listening at the same time, and uh, but and we are maybe attached to that.
Yeah.
But when we come under the care of authority or spiritual master, they guide us that each and every activity should be done in full attention.
Yeah.
And so it becomes difficult for us to leave that preconceived thing that we have already.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and
One
even
more thing which comes to my mind, sorry to interrupt you, Prabhuji. A practical example. I've seen in videos or sometime in Vrindavan as well, people carry the deity of Ladu Gopalji, sometimes in big deities of Ladu Gopalji, and they carry it around. And we can't say to all of them, but many of them they carry just to show how great they are. So it says the deity should not be taken like that, and we are not Goswamis. So all those big things which only comes after great realization, if someone's showing immaturely, they are actually called sahajiyas. So we have to leave these preconceptions behind. Whatever our authorities are saying, we have to follow that bhakti path in that way, which is pleasing to our gurus. If that is not pleasing to our gurus, Rupa Goswami says that's only upadrav. Upadrav means just disturbance in the society. Some people, you ask them to chant, Prabhu, हम तो 24/7 chanting ही करते हैं. We are chanting 24/7. Okay, Prabhuji, can you chant one round? What one round? Whole time, Prabhu, माला चलता ही रहता है. No, even Mahaprabhu, when he came, is Bhagavan, he is chanting and counting. Many people, they say, why ISKCON people are counting? We are not counting. Our Guru is counting. Our Parampara Acharyas are counting. Haridas Thakur was counting. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, God himself is counting. Bhagavan himself is counting. Because we are all like kids. So some discipline has to be there. So unless we pass that disciplinary stage, we cannot enter into college. When we're going in India, at least till year 12, we have to follow a dress code in the school. Everyone did that? We have to follow certain white shirt and blue pant or whatever it was, black shoes, white socks, and all those things. But when you go to college, then it's okay. You can wear whatever dress you like. So we have to pass through that stage. So leaving preconceptions behind is very, very important. You cannot say, okay, I was told this way. I learned this from B.R. Chopra, Mahabharata. You may have learned some nice things, no doubt in that, but some things may not be as pure as written in Shastra. So that's a very, very important approach for Pranipat. Pranipat means we listen to Guru as it is. It says you take time to make Guru. There is no problem with that. Don't rush in making a Guru, because Guru is not a fashion. Guru is a very, very important personality in our life. But when you have the Guru, you have to listen him as it is. One special master was saying, he's not there in the planet anymore. He was saying, you should only breathe when Guru says. Now, we're not going to do that, but the point here is even breathing should be done as per the instruction of a spiritual master. That much following we have to do. That much following. One time, Bhakti Charu Maharaj was giving initiation in Sydney Temple to some devotees. And actually during the initiation, when everyone was coming and receiving the beads, so Maharaj said, so from today onwards, I'm your authority. Do you authorize me to chastise you? Maharaj is asking the disciple, and he said, yes, Maharaj. So, okay, get ready for it. Very lovingly, he was so loving, he was so sweet. So he's saying, do you authorize me? He's already authorized for that, but he's taking permission from the disciple. He said, it's just my seva. It's my seva. Prabhupada was asked sometimes, so how do you feel now you have so many disciples? Prabhupada gave different answers. One time he said, how do you feel when 20 donkeys are, what do you call it? Donkey braying or something? Huh? Donkeys are braying. So how do you feel like that? So there's nothing. Another time he said, I see all my disciples as my guru. They're all my guru, and my Guru Maharaj has sent them to me so I can serve them. That was the mood of Prabhupada for his own disciples. So Prabhupada said, I can cut my throat for them and they can cut their throat for me. That's a beautiful relationship. There's no gap there. There's no hiding there. If it says you should not hide your disease from guru and doctor. If you hide your disease from a doctor, how can the doctor treat? So you have to be open to your guru. He says when you go in front of your spiritual master, you're completely naked. He can see everything because he is representative of Lord. So if you're hiding, actually he'll be laughing in his mind. He may not say everything because the disciple may not be ready. So disciple should also be very, very transparent. You may not be perfect. That's not the expectation. But transparency, trust, integrity, that disciple has to maintain for the guru. And try your best. It's not to be the best, it's try your best. Someone can lift 5 kilos, someone can lift 5 grams. But if you can lift 5 grams as a max, lift 5 grams, not 1 gram. That's cheating. But if you can lift 5 grams, Guru will give you equal opportunity as another Shishya who can lift 50 kilo, can do big projects. Yeah, so that's the Pranipat is that last one which Amrit Prabhu mentioned is very important, because many times, especially coming from Indian or Nepalese background, we have many pre-notions coming from Doordarshan or this serial, that serial, and there may be some valid things, no doubt, but there may be some which is not authorized. Sorry, Amrit Prabhu, I interrupted you.
Yes, Guru. No problem. Then only when these four conditions of Pranipatena are fulfilled,
And they're all
then
interrelated, what Amrit Prabhu is saying. So
yes,
it's not a separate terms, like approaching a spiritual
yes.
master, having a
Mhm.
proper mode, offering obeisance. It's all one, but we
Yes.
can just learn in a step-by-step manner. Yes, Prabhu.
Then we can do Pariprashnena, which is ask submissive questions or inquiries that we have regarding our spiritual life. And
What
that
about
should,
my material life, Prabhu?
yeah,
I
you
can't ask.
cannot,
My
Guru
car
is
is
not,
broken down. I've lost my job yesterday. Can I not
Guru
ask
is
my
a spiritual counselor for you.
spiritual counselor? Okay, not material counselor.
No.
Okay,
For that, you have to spend money.
spend money. Thank you, Prabhu. So Guru is a spiritual counselor. He is not a go-to person for your material problem. Yeah? Any material problem occurs and you write an email to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, this happened, that happened. Or press a phone call, WhatsApp. And Guru Maharaj is not responding, He doesn't like me. It doesn't work that way. It's a spiritual relationship. You can definitely share your problems of your life. That's not the point, but he's not primarily there for that purpose. He's primarily there to guide you for a spiritual inquiry, and you should seek uh, a spiritual inquiry from him. If some material things is troubling your spiritual life, then you can definitely share. Maharaj, this is what is happening. Can you please suggest some way? Then we can talk about it. That's not the point, but primarily the end result, end goal should be in your mind. How can I be a better devotee, a better disciple, so that I can do some service for my Guru Maharaj? So that's the point of Pariprashnena. Uttam Jigyasa, not Adham Jigyasa. Adham means low quality. And many times, to be honest, and I'm also the same category, we have Adham Jigyasa. Adham means just as low quality. Just talking about this material world, material problems. They will come and go as per our destiny. But our inquiry should be spiritual inquiry. Yes, Amrit Prabhu.
And then we need to perform seva. So
Yeah.
we were discussing that seva does not mean the ordinary seva, but it includes that. But the main part of seva is walking on the path uh, that is shown or instructed by the spiritual master with full conviction. Full conviction here means that we have that level of faith that if we just follow the instructions properly, then it will give us full perfection. So
Any
this is
examples?
if Guru says that you have to do book distribution your whole life, then you just dedicate your whole life towards that. Like Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada said to Prabhupada that you, whenever you get chance, when you get money, print books. You should go abroad and preach. So he made that his life mission, and that gave Prabhupada full protection, although he
Yeah.
is, although, yeah.
Very.
Uh, and we also discussed that um, the ideal spiritual master should be like someone who sits on your head, like hen sits on her egg. He will sometimes look at you, and other times he'll be meditating on you. So the spiritual master is always our best well-wisher, and in a lot of cases, our only well-wisher. And they deal with the disciple differently based on uh, different circumstances and mood of the disciple and etc.
Based
Yeah.
on whatever disciple can receive,
Yeah.
because disciples will have different levels of Krishna consciousness. So Guru will only instruct as per their reception. Like if your radio frequency only goes till 98, huh, then Guru will only give that much instruction. But some people's frequency is much higher, so Guru can give them higher instruction. It's not dealing with two different disciples differently. It's just the way the kid is only in earphone. Suppose we have both same spiritual master, just a scenario, Prabhu, and he
Yeah.
told me deity worship. So which
Yeah.
is better? Now we both fighting. Amrit Prabhu and Hemanga Chaitanya Das fighting. Amrit Prabhu saying, book distribution. What are you doing in puja? And I'm saying, no,
No.
deity worship. Amrit Prabhu, come back. Everyone goes to altar. Amrit Prabhu says, everyone goes out in the downtown Sydney. Both disciples are fighting. Who is the empire here? Anand Krishna Prabhu, you are the empire. We both are fighting. We have our differences of opinion. And now our Anand Krishna Prabhu, senior spiritual counselor, comes and he has to settle the fight. You're on mute, Prabhu. Hare
Sorry,
Krishna.
Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Dandavatana.
Hare Krishna. Dhanavad Prabhu.
It's a matter of self-realization, so that we have to be submissive to our gurus.
Yeah.
Then only we will get knowledge from the guru. If it's if humility is not there, Prabhu, then I mean, that's the reason why we are here in this material world. So we have to have submissiveness to our gurus, and as I believe that's also part of our learning, that we how we choose the guru, not just as a fashion. The way to choose the guru is also given by our acharyas. So we need to follow that. If that answers, Prabhu.
Not really. Sorry. So my scenario is Hemanga Chaitanya Das, Amrit Pradar Prabhu, they're both fighting with each other. And the reason of the fight is Amrit Prabhu has got instruction from his spiritual master, which is same as my spiritual master in this scenario. He asked him to do book distribution. But he told Hemanga Chaitanya Das to do deity worship. So I'm asking Amrit Prabhu, come inside the altar. What are you doing out there? Deity worship is the best. Amrit Prabhu is doing, what are you doing inside the altar? Come out, do book distribution with me. We'll distribute more. Deities are okay. So what should be the answer? Someone else can help?
Prabhu, both
You're
of them are
very,
correct
Ayush
because
Prabhu, yeah, the diplomatic
the
answer.
no, because the guru sees the qualities and the tendency of each disciple, and based on that, he gives them a particular instruction. So, based on one person's nature, he would be more affiliated towards deity worship, whereas someone as fired up as Amrit Prabhu would be recommended book distribution because he's so good at it. So,
He is
based
the
on the
top
spiritual,
distributor.
he would give those kind of instructions. So, both of them are correct based on the individual's nature. The guru gives the instruction.
Okay, that's from the Guru's side, but from a Seva side, which is better Seva? Ayush Prabhu. Ayush Prabhu.
Both
So I'll come to you,
both
Sanjay Prabhu.
both are equally good because ultimately save the success of seva is following the instructions of spiritual master. Prabhupada followed his guru's advice that when you get money, you print and distribute books, and he took his guru's Vani as his life and soul, and that was he always credited that as his success. So, as per seva, if one just is able to follow the instructions of their guru like life and soul, that is the ultimate success of the service. Yeah, I think you were mentioning, or I saw in a lecture, Radhanath Maharaj was once telling how Prabhupada disciples once asked Prabhupada which is the best seva. And all of them amongst themselves were discussing. Book distributors were saying we do the best seva. Cooks were saying we do the best seva. And then Radhanath Maharaj, like he says that one who does it to please Krishna the most is doing the best seva. So ultimately, that is the real point. We can, like in my case, also I go on book distribution, but I don't have the purification which someone like Amrit Prabhu has. So, like, ultimately, it depends on the mood of pleasing Krishna. Otherwise, service can also be done for boosting your false ego or for personal agenda, for puja, la pratishtha. So, if it's done for simply following the instructions of Guru and for pleasure of Krishna, that is the success. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Prabhu.
No,
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna.
thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear. You already understood Bhakti Shastri. You don't need to. But yeah, please continue reading Prabhupada books, and this is how we get enlightened. Thank you, Aish Prabhu. Very, very nice answer. So this is how we should never have, which is my seva is best or your seva is best. Both sevas are best. If it isn't for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna, every single seva, including cleaning a toilet for Krishna is on absolute platform. My Guru Maharaj said, maybe, not in every case we can say, a toilet cleaner will go to go back to Godhead faster than the person on the altar or on the Vyasasan. Just because he may have some pride. Oh, I'm such a great person. Everyone is looking at me. I'm on a front of camera. A toilet cleaner is just cleaning the toilet and he will just go back to Godhead. And he said, you'll turn around, he's already gone. He's washing pots, he's cleaning toilet, humble person, he's gone back. He has done the journey and we are still here in the material world. Huh? So we should not try to become like the Brahman, become like a cobbler in that mood. Not that you should not do classes and altar and all that, but the point is, as Ayush Prabhuji said, the purpose should always remain at front of our mind, not back of our mind. We are not the front of the service. Krishna is the front of the seva. If that remains, then we can do anything. Just one thing comes to my mind just now. I was reading Ramayana from the example. So Sita and Sita and Hanumanji is meeting in Ashok Vatika. And it says when Hanumanji first met, everyone knows the past, I will not go there, but just 2 points I want to raise here, which relates to this point. So Hanumanji first started, singing the Ramayana to Mother Sita, and he was still sitting inside the vraksha, inside the tree. And when she heard, Mata Sita heard, she was so happy hearing Ram Katha after almost 1 year. And Hanumanji was singing, and Sita ji was just enjoying. And then Hanumanji stopped saying the Ram Katha. And as soon as he stopped, Sita Mata was completely desperate. Why did it stop? Why did it stop? Who is there who is singing Ram Katha? Why doesn't he come out? So after instruction of Mother Sita, Hanumanji jumped. As soon as he jumped, he was only a little monkey at that time, very, very little monkey. So he jumped. As soon as he jumped in front of Mother Sita turned around her face. She started looking at the direction. Now, anyone, you start speaking, Amrit Prabhu, you're speaking with someone and you turned your face around. It's very disrespectful, actually, isn't it? Other person may feel offended. Are Amrit Prabhu, why are you looking the other way? Am I so bad? You don't like me coming and meeting with you, talking to you? So Sita Mata turned around. But Hanumanji said, thank you to Mother Sita. Thank you, Mother Sita. And he gave a message to all of us. He said, when I was singing Ram Katha, without presenting me, Sita Mata was enjoying the Katha. When as soon as I presented myself, and not the Ram Katha, because he's not speaking Ram Katha right now, right? He is just a Vachak, he's a speaker. Then Sita is not interested. So when we are presenting Lord Ram, Lord Krishna in front of the whole world will enjoy. We will also enjoy. But as soon as we present ourselves, now I am here, I was the one who's speaking. Sita Mata is not interested. So if you want to impress Lord, you have to impress through the service. Who is doing the service? Bhakti Maharaj keeps saying this one line. We can do unlimited things if it doesn't matter who takes the credit. Many times, if not all the times, the fight is for who takes the credit. I did it, not Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. Not Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. Hemanga Caitanya, my name should come on the website, Prabhuji. He was not doing. So I. When I comes, then the fight starts. When you comes, there's no fight. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu is saying, no, Amrit Prabhu ka naam rakh do. Amrit Prabhu, no, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu ka naam rakh do. Sanjay Vyas, no. Ayush Prabhu ka naam rakh do. Where's the fight? Where is the fight? Because it doesn't matter who did the job. Prabhu, mera naam nahi aana chahiye. Now, it doesn't mean that we should not put our name. No, we should put our name. The second Siksha which I was thinking from this Sita and Hanumanji instance, later on, big conversation, but the point, later on when Hanumanji said to Mother Sita, I can take you to Lord Ram right now. She started smiling because she's looking at the size of the Hanumanji, just like a little bacha, not even a full grown up monkey, little monkey, few inches long. She's smiling and saying, you are a baby and you're going to take me? So he just smiled and he said, Lord Ram will come with Vanar Sena and we'll take you from here. So Mother Sita says, in the Vanar Sena, all the Vanars are your size only. Like she was not having enough confidence that this boy has very nice feeling, but does he have capacity to do what he is doing? Are all the monkeys are your size only? She was smilingly saying. So then Hanumanji realized, oh my God, I forgot to change my size. Then it says Hanumanji asked Mother Sita, "Can I show you my size?" She said, "Yeah, sure." And he went like so big. His head was like almost touching the sky. When Sita Mother saw that, wow, that's something. Then she gained the confidence and she said, "Now come down, come down." And she became a small monkey again, very small monkey. And then Sita's confused again. Sita is saying, "Are you big or are you small?" Then Hanumanji said the best thing for all the sadhakas. He said, "Mother, I'm neither small nor I'm big. Neither small like not that small monkey, few inches long, nor I'm big like what size I've just shown you. I'm neither small nor big. But for Lord's service, I can assume any size. For Lord's service, I can assume any size. So for Lord's Seva, Gopinath Seva, assume any size. You can print your flyers, put your photo, put the best photo in the best kapda, best dresses, go in the best cars. If that's what helps you to spread Krishna consciousness, go in the biggest car of the world actually. Biggest car of the world. When Prabhupada brought a big car, Rolls Royce, and some reporters asked Prabhupada, "Prabhupada, you are a big Swami, and you're talking about detachment, this and that. You yourself are riding in this Rolls Royce." You know what Prabhupada said? "Rolls Royce? This is a tin car. Krishna's representative should be taken in a golden chariot. This is not a gold car. This is just made up of rubber and tin. Rubbish." So even Rolls Royce was rubbish for Prabhupada. Huh? He said, "Krishna's representative." Prabhupada put his picture sometime in Jaipur. He was having a program. So disciples put a flyer. In the flyer it says, "So Swami Prabhupada, international disciples." And when Prabhupada read the flyer before it went down to the market, international disciples, what does it mean? It can be Sri Lankan disciples, it can be Bangladeshi disciples. Huh? It's confusing. Put American and European disciples. Prabhupada asking his disciples to put European and American disciples. Now, why is he putting that words there? Do you think that Prabhupada is being very arrogant? No, he's putting because that helps in preaching. So if that helps in preaching, put that in the market. Then you should not hesitate. No, Prabhuji, don't put my name there. No, put it. Put it there. Big, bold letter, no problem. So whatever. So from Hanumanji, we should learn. We are neither small, we are not big. For Lord Seva, we can wash the toilet, we can give classes, we can go on the altar. Prabhupada said, all the disciples should be ready with all the services. You should be able to cook, you should be able to do a pujari seva, a preacher seva, a washer seva, no problem, because we are doing for the pleasure. Prabhupada himself was washing the plates for all the hippies. Himself was washing. He was cooking, he was purchasing the vegetables, he was cleaning the floor, everything, no problem. He never asked even one person, "Can you please come and help?" He waited. One day, one person realized, "Oh, Swamiji," because some boys were talking for very, very long time after the prasadam finished, which we also sometimes tend to do in the car park. We just sit and talk and talk. So someone comes, "Prabhuji, chatai utana hai." Then we get up. So someone is, cleaning the mats. So they saw Prabhupada was not talking. Prabhupada was washing dishes, cleaning the floor, and then they felt a little embarrassed. They said, "Swamiji, can I help?" Prabhupada said, "Sure, sure." And that's where it started. Then they started doing some seva. Prabhupada never asked anyone. Prabhupada never asked anyone to wear dhoti or kurta or sari. They got inspired by Prabhupada. So this is how the leadership go by inspiration, not instruction. So, "Prabhu, you are coming in my Bhakti Shastri, you're not listening me." Okay, so what? Leadership by instructions won't work. Leadership by inspiration, Prabhupada and Lord Ram, they are our examples for that. Okay, I don't know how I went there. Yeah, we are neither small nor big. For Lord Seva, assume any size. If you have to become popular, become popular. Keshav Maharaj said recently, I heard in a class, he said, popularity is a burden. Everyone want to become very, very popular, but popularity is a burden unless it's done for Krishna. If it is for Krishna, yeah, become popular. Instagram, Facebook, whatever, Twitter. I don't have any account anywhere. But if you want to become popular, go for it. Honestly, open accounts, go and put your reels to spread Krishna consciousness. But if it's for you, how many qualities do we have? How much we know? For Krishna, go for big scale, big scale. Okay, let's come down to our verse, Pariprashna Sevya. Okay, what does Seva mean? Lastly, I just wanted one more point on Seva. I know there are some hands, I'll just come to it. Let's finish this discussion, we'll come to the hands. Seva. What does seva mean? So Amrit Prabhu has done nice, Ayush Prabhu has done one more thing. Did we cover the point of walking on the path with full realization? We covered that point?
I just mentioned it.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. So yeah, we should have full faith in the instruction of Guru. So seva does not mean just doing a physical seva. I'm listening classes. Yes, you should listen. Very nice. Follow the instruction. But realizing that instruction, that it will fulfill the perfection of my life, walking with that conviction. When the perfection will come, that we do not know. That Shabri did not know when Lord Ram is going. Matang Rishi, when he left the body, Shabri was very, very young. Padma Puran says 80,000 years Shabri was doing the same seva every day with the same enthusiasm. 80,000 years. We cannot even wait for 8 days. Guru Maharaj coming after 8 days, no? We'll clean our house after 8 days. Why today? What time he's coming? Is it evening flight or morning flight? As late as possible. Matang Rishikesh, my dear daughter, Shabri was very, very young that time. She said, how will Guru Maharaj, you are leaving. I have no other shelter. How I will get Lord? So Matang Rishi said, you do not worry about getting Lord. Lord will get to you one day. And then he left his body. So Shabri did not have time to ask his Gurudev when Lord is coming. Is he coming tomorrow? So Shabri thought, my Guru has said, Lord will come. Lord will come, definitely. She had full conviction. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 days, 7 days, 1 year, 2 year, 100 years, 1,000. She just kept going, 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 going. She never stopped. Even one day she did not think, बोला है तो आएंगे कि नहीं आएंगे. Maybe in some other form he said, maybe it has some other meaning. No, no, simple. If you have money, print books. Simple. No, this interpreted. We sometimes interpret the instruction as per our comfort. Is it right? Anyone interpret the instruction? Yeah, I am following. I am following. Prabhupada tells a story. One guru gave instruction to his 2 disciples to do some seva. They were asking, Guru Maharaj, give me seva. Okay, you can massage my feet. And second disciple, you cannot massage my feet. So both should massage. Yeah, you can take left leg and you can take the right leg. So both were massaging the left leg and the right leg. But they hated each other. So while they were massaging the left feet, that disciple who was sitting towards the left side was hitting on the right feet. Because why this right feet is happening? Guru Maharaj gave me seva for the left feet, so I'll do left feet. And right one was hitting the left feet. And after a while, Guru started screaming, what are you doing? Guru Maharaj, I'm following your instruction. Sure, sure, you are following my instruction. When Hanuman was told to go and check out on Mother Sita, he was not told to go and burn the Lanka. But this instruction was inbuilt in that. Go and check out on Ravan, do some destruction, and present yourself as messenger. This was not explicit instruction. This was implicit. Hanuman, as a first-class disciple, could understand. So first-class disciple should be able to read the mind of his guru. When Vishwamitra Muni said to Ram in the Sita Swayamvar, go and see the Dhanush. Go and see the Dhanush. And seeing like, okay, you go and see. I've seen the phone. No, see means go and lift the Dhanush. Lift the Dhanush. So you have to understand. But if you don't understand, if you're not a first-class disciple, not third-class disciple, which many of us are, I am, then what you should do, follow as it is. And if you don't understand, go back to Guru or his representative and say, Prabhu, I'm not clear. Guru Maharaj, I'm not clear. Can you please clarify? Guru will not mind. So don't mind that Guru will mind. It's us we mind. Rather, we clarify the instruction and do the right thing. And that way the things will go on very nicely, because we have a lot of learnings to do. Okay, let's stop here. I saw first hand from Sridhar Srinivas Prabhuji. So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Prabhu, already it's covered in many
It's already
ways.
covered. Okay.
And I want to give one example of Lord Ram and Lakshman. He is following the Vishwamitra Maharshi.
Yeah.
When they started from the Ayodhya, and till evening, Maharshi is keep on walking. But both Ram and Sri Ram and Lakshman, they are walking on behind the Maharaj, Guru Vishwamitra Maharshi. Then in the evening, Vishwamitra Maharshi is very much pleased. And they're not even asking like how long we need to walk, where we are going, without asking any question, just following and keep on faith on the Guru Maharaj. So immediately he very much pleased and give it to the Bala and Ati Bala.
Hmm. Hmm. Very nice
So
example.
we need to please the Guru Maharaj in such a way, then only we can able to get anything.
Yes.
The first thing. The second thing, the full conviction of the Guru Maharaj instruction. Suppose in every time, like what happened after hearing the Bhakti Sastri, next week we have not, even though we understand on that particular week, we are following. Then afterwards, then immediately we are not following the same things. But Lord Ram and Lakshman, they are following throughout the life, whatever the Guru Maharaj instruction. It is very hard to remember the instruction throughout the life. But they did. They practically showing and how to lead their Guru Maharaj is like in a building, he is like a foundation. Afterwards, like he is giving the all the skills and the building will be raised. And afterwards, after getting learned so many things, we might be glorified by so many people. You did so much. But Guru Maharaj is like a foundation. This is like an interior decoration, whatever we are doing later. But no one is recognizing who is the Guru, who give the strength to this. But the Guru Maharaj is very much pleased by seeing the interior decoration, how they are progressing in the path. So that's why we need to give a lot of respect to that foundation, and we need to give everything to our completely surrender to our Guru Maharaj. Thanks.
Very nice.
Bro.
Thank you so
Hare
much,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, I saw other hands as well. If someone wants to add something or
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
yes, Prabhu.
I just had one question. Like in a lot of cases, a lot of people, like most of us, we are not initiated. We don't. Some of us have not even selected a guru. In that case, whose instruction is it? The spiritual authority, mentor, Shiksha Guru's instruction that we take as life or soul, or for somebody who's not initiated, how do?
Yeah. So, Prabhu, it's a combination of all of them, depending on your relationship with them. But our guiding authority at this stage, now we are coming here under Srila Prabhupada. So, Srila Prabhupada is our ultimate authority even today. As soon as you get in touch and take instruction from his books, he has become our authority because all of us, there's one thing common. We are reading Prabhupada books, we are following his instruction, like whatever way we can. Going to temple, doing some service for Radha Gopinath, whatever little we are doing, and discussing his books right now, for example, listening his classes. So this is our ultimate. Now, he has given some other authorities. You may have some Prabhuji spiritual mentors, or some Siksha Gurus, or some even spiritual friends. So it's a combination, Prabhuji. It's a combination. And even when you choose a spiritual master, he will always give you guidance which is aligned with the Srila Prabhupada instruction. He will also say, always follow Srila Prabhupada guidance. So he will never give you something which is out of Srila Prabhupada's instruction. But within that range, he may specify you in a DT department or book distribution or whatever. That's a detail. But so it's all aligned, Prabhuji, already. So depending on your relationship, you open your heart and seek guidance. Sometimes you may have to confirm with 3 friends, 3 mentors before you come to a conclusion. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, Prabhu. And that will go on throughout your life. Because even later on, when you have selected spiritual master, you got initiation, many times, for all the good reasons, we may not be able to do all the spiritual inquiries with the spiritual master directly. You know, there's thousands and thousands of people, and there's like only 200 to 300 sannyasis. So how many people they can look after directly? So we have to rely on these Vaishnavas many, many times. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
And one last thing I want to add, which Chaitanya Prabhu said actually, till the time you start hearing from Paramatma. So keep following and trying to get advice from others. And later on, your Paramatma will advise you. One time, Prabhupada was asked this question, so how do you know what Krishna likes? I think if I'm not wrong, it was Tamal Krishna Maharaj there as his secretary. So he responded immediately. He said, we know Krishna's heart from Shastra. Prabhupada immediately jumped in between and he said, no, I just asked Krishna. Prabhupada said, I just asked Krishna. So that's Prabhupada. Tamal Krishna Maharaj also saying the right thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But Prabhupada, he could ask Krishna. But many times you will see in his lifetime, you would have read Prabhupada Lilamrita, at least a part of it, where Prabhupada did not know what to do. And he did whatever he thought was best. And sometimes he failed as well. In Jhansi, he failed. In America, he failed at few places. So he did what. So it's not like because Prabhupada could speak to Krishna, so always he will be successful. Not like that. Not like that. But many times Prabhupada's decision was completely based on his personal interaction. One time Prabhupada was giving class in Manor. Forgot the deities. Radha Gokulananda's deities in Manor. And Prabhupada was giving Bhagavatam class, and after Bhagavatam class, Prabhupada said, today Radha Gokulananda is dancing very nicely. Prabhupada said that. Once he was in Calcutta temple, and one, I think it was Narayani Maharaj, who was the pujari of the temple in Calcutta at that time, and Prabhupada was coming, so Mataji has prepared the deities very nicely, and she got some lotus flowers from the market, and she made a garland for the deities in the temple made of lotus. So when Prabhupada came, he was very pleased. Now Mataji is telling, Narayani Mataji telling this instance, and then what happened? Some bees came, bhauras came on the flowers, and Prabhupada said, today Krishna is really happy. And he did not know who did the service. Prabhupada did not know. Narayani Mataji was told by other Prabhupada disciples who were present there, because Narayani Mataji was cooking or something. She was inside. So Prabhupada is telling because he's seeing it. He's seeing right there what is happening. Today Krishna is very pleased. He says when bees come to the garden, it's very, very auspicious. So Prabhupada had that level. Okay, let's move forward. Nice pastimes. Okay, let's go to today's verse. Yeah, this is very nice. So this is the first glory of this transcendental. So you get the knowledge from a spiritual master or in the proper mood and all that. Let's see what will be the result. What will be the symptoms one who has received this knowledge. Now, I can also say I have received the knowledge. My name is very popular. I have many, many followers, blah, blah, blah. No, you should match the claim with this verse 435. Is my match claiming with this verse? If not, I'm a fake guru. Simple as that. I'm a fake guru. So let's see what this verse says, and then you can match up to identify that guru is real or not real. Okay, and at least take this as a main parameter, if not all the parameter. Okay, who will read 435? Harish Prabhu, like to read?
यज्ञात्मा पुनर्मोहम् एवं यस्य पाण्डवा येन भूतन्य अशेषानि द्रक्ष्यस्य आत्म्य अथो मयि. Having obtained real knowledge from a self-realized soul, you will never fall again into such illusion. For by this knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but part of Supreme, or in other words, that they are mine.
Thank you, Prabhu. So this first line is very, very important. This relates with 434, which we just read earlier. So having obtained real knowledge and from a self-realized. So the guru has to be the self-realized person, not any fake guru, and he should have realized that knowledge. Okay, so yaj gyatva. So that's the meaning what Prabhupada is writing. Yaj gyatva, after knowing that. So what will be the symptom? Na punar moham. So living entity, the biggest problem is this moha, illusion. What does moha mean? If you ask in one line, to consider something which is not. To consider something. So from you consider anartha as artha and artha as anartha. So artha means something valuable. So something valuable, say Krishna consciousness, you consider as anartha. That's not important. Going to temple is not important. Chanting is not important. Prabhu, you are young, Prabhu, just enjoy life. बूढ़े हो गए क्या? Bhakti तो old age का काम है. Bhakti will do in 60. Why are we doing bhakti now? All these, young boys, ISKCON has done the brainwashing. So the real artha you take as anartha. But anartha, going to pubs and drinking and all those things, artha. Yes, you're modern, Prabhu. Modern, you live in Australia. Be a Aussie. Okay, so this is called moha, illusion, as per Shastra, Shastric definition. Huh? So if you know the real knowledge from real Guru, what will be the first symptom? Na punar moham. You will not be illusioned. You could be able to see the things as they are. This is called something seeing from the vision and something. So you can see something from three perspectives. You can see something from the senses, you can see something from sentiments, and you can see something from scriptures. So senses means I see from my eyes. Oh, this person looks beautiful. This things looks beautiful. I want to get this person. Something looks from sentiment. Oh, he's Indian. He is Hindu. He is Muslim. Looking through the sentiments. And third, which is the best vision, is looking from scriptures. He is a jiva. Vidya vinay sampanne brahmane gavhyastini shuni chashpakecha panditaha samadarshina. So what is the best vision? Looking through scriptures. In Shastra, it's called Shastra Chakshu. So senses are okay, sentiments are okay, but the highest priority should be given, Aditya Prabhu, to whom? Highest priority.
Shastra, Prabhu.
Shastra, scriptures. What are the three S's, Aditya Prabhu?
There's Shastra, there was
okay, keep writing.
Yeah.
Okay. So first is senses, second is sentiments, and third is Shastra. So senses are okay, they are valid, no problem with that. Sentiments are okay. Arjun also cried when Abhimanyu left his body. So we are allowed to cry, we are allowed to have family and all those things, no problem with that. But the highest priority, Arjun next day was ready to fight again for Krishna's pleasure. Arjun did not say, Acha, ab main retirement leta hu, Hare Krishna. Lakshman was chastised by Mother Sita before the kidnap. After kidnap, Lord Ram was chastising Lakshman. Lakshman did not say, अरे भाई इधर से पत्नी मारती उधर से पति मारता है. मैं तो एक तो I came to the exile to help you guys and you are only chastising me. Mother Sita is also chastising and Lord Ram is also chastising. Lakshman was completely cool and calm. No problem. No problem. They have given me so much love. Now they are chastising out of that particular situation. No problem. When after Sita was released from Ravan's captivity, she came out. You know, Lord Ram first sent Lakshman to Sita, not himself. Now, any other person would say, Arey, my wife is there, very nice. No, Lakshman, you go to Sita and pass my message to Sita. Lakshman did not say, this is the lady who chastised me 11 months before. I'm not going to go to her. Lakshman had no malice in his mind. He was exactly same in approaching Mother Sita as he was 12 months before. So we should just look at the things from a bigger perspective. In the bigger perspective you can look, the better you are situated. Okay, so na punar moham, that's the first characteristic of a person who is self-realized, because he is in a guru parampara, he has got the real knowledge. Okay, evam yasasi pandava. So Pandav, Arjun, when you receive the knowledge, na punar moham. What's the answer of this verse, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu? In which other verse of Bhagavad Gita we can counteract this argument that this is correct? So this is Krishna's instruction to Arjuna at this stage, right? Now the student should show the symptom that yes, it has happened. Which verse is that?
Is it 18th chapter, Prabhu?
Yes, 73rd verse.
That
Okay.
I will do as you've told me.
Nashto moha smriti labdha. So I'm just trying to relate it to all of you. So 435 relates with 1873, because 435 Krishna is giving an instruction which Arjun shows in his character and his action. He shows that yes, Krishna, my moha is gone. So when teacher gives a knowledge, theoretical knowledge, again, it's very nice to start with, but this is not the ending point. Yes, teacher, he gave a fantastic class. A chain smoker goes to a doctor and doctor tells why you should not smoke. And chain smoker says, doctor, fantastic class. Do you have a matches? It's been 1 hour, yaar, what to do? No, doctor will say, Arey Baba, 1 ghanta class diya. For last 1 hour, I've been telling him why you should not smoke. And after 1 hour, he praised me, he clapped. What is the meaning of that clapping? Any speaker of Bhagavatam, we say, Prabhu, kya class diya? Yeah, that's nice, you should say that. But what's the real success of that class, of that speaker's, all the hard work? You go home contemplate on it, and try your best to apply that knowledge. That is a real appreciation of that speaker or Prabhupada or any sannyasi. They'll be very pleased. They don't want to hear from you, Prabhu, you're so nice. That's a neophyte state. The real thanking of that person would be contemplate, come back and contemplate. If you have doubts, again re-inquire, those things. But if you are convinced, yes, this instruction is correct, try to start following this at least. So that's why when we read Prabhupada books, we should not just appreciate Prabhupada kya likha hai. No, you should try to apply that knowledge, because application is the key. Okay, first is done. Second, yena bhutani asheshani. That's the second instruction coming from Krishna. Yena bhutani asheshani. Bhutani means jivas, all the jivas. How many jivas Krishna is talking about? Asheshani. So shesha means remaining. Ashesha means not remaining, means no one will remain, no exceptions. For all the jivas, this instruction apply. The second one coming now, drakshasi. Drakshasi refers to see. Pashyami. All this refers to see. So that person will have no moha and he will see. How he will see? Atmani. Atmani. Atmani here refers to he is situated in the Supreme Soul, that this living entity is also in Krishna. Or atho, as Prabhupada writes here, atha means or, mai, they are mine. They are Krishna's. They are not of my country, they are not of my race, they are not Brahmins, they are not this and that. They are Krishna's. वो सब कृष्ण के हैं. So if you have developed a spiritual vision that everyone is a spiritual being, they are Krishna's, and we have no moha about this material world, yes, you are also realized soul. If anyone else making this claim without these two symptoms, sorry, he may be very popular, but he has not achieved the final goal as yet. Now, we are not to judge outside and start putting in your Facebook comments, but we have to learn this and then just contemplate. And Shastra recommends you to have Vivek Buddhi. Vivek Buddhi means what you should do, what you should not do. Bhagavad Gita 16:23 says, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam te karya akaryo vivasthito. So, Tasmat Shastra Praman lena chahiye. We should take Shastra Praman. What is karya? What is karaniya? What is to be done? What is akarya? Akarya refers to what is not to be done. So, we should take that Praman from where? From Shastra, not from my friend. So, Tiwari ji, what should I do? No, hang on a second. What does Bhagavad Gita say? What does Bhagavatam says? What does sadhus are saying? So, karya, akarya, vyavasthito. That's coming from Shastra Praman. So, na punarmoham, no moha from this material world. You have a very right vision. And then drakshasi atmani. All living beings are spiritual and all they are Krishna's. They are Krishna's. Is it clear? So, this is a very, very high stage, and we'll keep reading this in the subsequent sections of Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna will say in 15th chapter, Mame Vansha Jiva Loke Jipatasnata, all living entities are mine. Okay, let's move to the next verse, 436. Who wants to read?
I can read. Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
अपि चेद् असि पापेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तमः सर्वं ज्ञानप्लवनैवावृजीनं सन्तरिष्यसि. Even if you are considered to be the most sinful of all sinners, when you are situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, you will be able to cross over the ocean of miseries.
Thank you, Prabhuji. This is a beautiful verse. This applies to many of the sadhakas like us. Api ched asi papebhya. This is again the glories of Divya. That's what we are reading right now. So the glories of Divya. What are the symptoms? What will be the result for a normal person? This verse. Api ched asi papebhya. So papebhya is the sinner. Pap refers to sin. Papebhya means sinner. So one person who is sinner. Any sinners here? Okay, all of us. Some sin we have done, we are doing. Yeah, papebhya. Okay, sarvebhya, all types of sinners. Okay, fine, agree. Pap kritamah. Look at Krishna's wordings here. Pap krit. Pap krit means pap karne wala. In pap karne wala, in doing the pap krit, he is tamaha. He is uttama. He is uttam papi. So we talk about uttam devotee. We have a Kanishtadhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, Uttam Adhikari. We talk in a positive terms. Here Krishna is saying he is a Uttam Adhikari in what? In doing pap. You understand the meaning? He is fully degraded. Fully degraded. But even papebhya, he is not just a sinner, he is the best among sinners. So basically he is saying, even you are the worst one. Sarvam jnana playana. So even if you are the worst of the sinner, the hope is there for every single jiva. If you get this real knowledge from the real source coming in the parampara, if you sit and do 434 and all that, sarvam, all of them, even they are papakrit tamaha, they are the uttama papi, they are the best papi. Sarvam Jnanam Plevanev. So Plevanev refers to boat. So you sit in the boat of knowledge and cross over. So suppose someone is very, very sinful, so it's considered in Shastra elsewhere that the more sin you perform, the more load you have to carry. The soul is carrying that much load of those impressions basically. So very, very hard. In some countries, I don't want to name, they say they can't even chant Hare Krishna, Hare Ram very clearly because they're very, very sinful background. But even the people from those sinful background, when they came in touch with Srila Prabhupada or Srila Prabhupada books, even today, they are becoming the best Vaishnavas. Best Vaishnavas. So no matter what their background was, that doesn't matter. Valmiki Rishi was not always a Rishi. He was a Daku, very, very big and cruel dakat, very cruel dakat. But even a person like him who could not chant Ram Nam even once, just by saying Mara Mara, dead. Mara means dead. Just by chanting Ram Nam in an opposite way, he became the Guru of Ram. Huh? So this was the potency of this knowledge is. So when you come in touch with devotees, when you come in touch with Shastra, when you come in touch with Ram Nam, Hari Nam, there is no way, no way. My Guru Maharaj used to say, this is like a mafia market. Once you come inside, you cannot go out. You cannot go out because you have too much knowledge. Even after staying in Krishna consciousness for some time, unfortunately, some people leave. Only some leave, but yeah, some leave. Even when they are out, maybe in the dancing in a club or having some other things, they will feel like I'm doing something wrong. Amrendra Prabhu was telling the class, before coming to Krishna consciousness, when you watch movies, you fully enjoy. After coming to Krishna consciousness, even if you're watching movies, while watching the movie, you think, I'm wasting my time. Krishna doesn't like it. He said, this spike has to be there, in the mind. Everyone will think, actually, you know what, I could have done better. No, let me watch movie. No, let me chant Hare Krishna. No, let me. This dvanda will go in your mind. He said, before coming to Krishna consciousness, there are no such thing. You fully enjoyed the movie. But after coming to Krishna consciousness, even when you do sense gratification, somewhere in the heart, which is very nice. Shipalal Prabhu was saying in one class, we have to agree after a while, our behavior may not change. We may still lie, we may still cheat, we may still have calm, krodh, lobh and all that, but our values have changed. Before coming to Krishna consciousness, the sense gratification which we welcomed, we waited for it, we became desperate for it. When the weekend is going to come, when I'm going to go to this place and that place. At least now, our values are changed. We aspire to go to temple. We aspire to go to some Ram Katha, Krishna Katha. We aspire for nice people, devotees. We have the aspiration. We may still go to other places. We may still do other things. So he says, values have changed. One day behavior will also change. Have faith in the process. Have faith. But first, values will change. First, you have to get conviction. What is right? What is wrong? So now Krishna consciousness does seem right. We may not be able to follow it every time, but that's okay. In ahetuki and apratihata, what comes first? For a sadhaka, apratihata comes first, not ahetuki. We'll go to Krishna, we'll ask something, maybe material as well, because we have material problems. So all those things will be there in the initial stage. But apratihata we can try. Less and less breaking, and slowly ahetuki will also come. In devotional service, Prabhupada ji said, what comes first? Not devotion, service comes first. Service comes. So you do some seva for Krishna. Do some seva as per given by our authority. And then devotional part will also come. Gauranga Darshan Prabhu was saying, in the initial stages for a sadhaka, engaging senses is much easier than engaging the mind. So don't worry. Today I was talking to one person, he saying, mind bhagta hai. मेरा भी भागता है सच में भागता है so we are in the very beginning state it will happen So, but what we can do, engage our senses today. And the mind engagement will slowly happen. Let it take its time. What can we do? Uh, so yeah, engage your senses first, and then slowly do the service first. Devotion, engagement of mind, that will come later. And even Arjun is openly expressing to Krishna he's struggling with his mind. So who are we? He's a Sakha of Krishna. He's an eternal associate of Krishna. Now we should not think Arjun is really struggling, but Arjun is representing all of us. So Arjun says something and Krishna does not deny that. He says, "Arey, pagal ho gaya? Are you mad? You can't even control your mind." Krishna does not disagree. He said, "Yes, I agree." Ashanshayam Mahabhava. He says, "Yes, I understand. I understand the problem." So basically, Krishna understands all of us problems. This problem is valid, but do not overvalue this problem. Let it be there. It will go. Just do the other things. Just do the other thing. This will also get resolved by Krishna's grace one day. Okay, so Sarvam Gyan Plane, Vrajinam. Vrajinam refers to the misery of ocean. Ocean of miseries. So we have lots of miseries. Anyone who doesn't have any misery, come and talk to me after the class. Everyone has their own ocean of miseries. So Vrajinam, Santarishyasi. In 18th chapter also we get a verse, it's 1857 if I'm not wrong. Machita Sarvadurgani. Mat prasada tarishyati. So sarv durgani. Durga refers to obstacles. Sarv durgani. All the obstacles you will cross. Mat prasadat. With my prasad, with my mercy, hey Arjun, you will cross our tarishyasi. All the durgas you will cross. So our durgas will also be crossed over if we take shelter of Krishna. Take shelter of Bhagavad Gita's this knowledge, which we are reading right now. Just by reading this knowledge, I don't know how it's going to work, but it is going to work. It is going to work. How? No one knows actually that, but it will work. Once Prabhupada was in Juhu temple in the very, very beginning stage, devotees didn't have a proper residence. So they had to literally sleep on the floor. And there was a lot of dirt there around that area. So there are a lot of big, big rats. They will come and bite devotees, literally Musak, a big Musak coming and biting, and they're bleeding. Devotees are bleeding. They come to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, there are too many rats here. You know what Prabhupada responds as a solution? Chant Hare Krishna. No, any person think, Prabhupada, these rats are biting me, and you're saying they're two different things. But devotees did not ask back Prabhupada, Prabhupada, give me some practical solution. So how it's going to work, actually, we don't know. Our Guru knows. So devotees followed that, chant Hare Krishna. And now, is there any rats there in that temple? Has anybody gone to that temple? It's like I was listening one class. This is the world's most, materially speaking, richest property. World's most. In the Juhu area, even to stand there, it costs 1 crore rupee. Now, ISKCON has the biggest property, in the world map. I'm talking world map. This is the most expensive property in the world. And Prabhupada meant it when he said, "I have promised Ras Bihari that I will build a temple for you. I'm not going to step back." This was not Prabhupada's ego. Prabhupada stepped back on many projects. But this project, I'm not going to step back. I will build a temple. I have promised Ras Bihari. And now you can see that there are thousands and thousands of people getting attracted to Krishna through that temple. Okay, so Vrajinam Santarisyasi. So even if you are the worst sinner, you are Pap Kritamaha, through the boat, through that sitting in the boat of knowledge, you will cross over the ocean of miseries. No matter how many miseries come in your life, never leave Ram Nam. Lakh sankat pade sharira, Ram Nam mat chodo veera. How many understood that? Lakh sankat means hundreds of sankat, hundreds of miseries may come in your life, but we should never quit Ram Nam. Never quit Ram Nam. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Let the sankat come. Let the sankat come. Sankat came on Kunti Maharani. Sankat came on Draupadi. Sankat came on Bhima. Sankat came on Ram himself. Sankat came on Krishna himself. Never leave the process. Never leave the process. Never become so despondent that, this KC is not working. It will work. It's just we are not sincere enough. Okay, 437. Just continuation the same thoughts. Someone else. Anand Krishna Prabhu, I think you're ready.
यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निर् भस्मात् कुरुतेर्जना Jnanagni sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. As a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes, O Arjun, so does the fire of knowledge burn. So does the fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions to material activities.
Yes, I'll show you the relationship between these two verses. Beautiful. And then we'll go to the next one. So 436 saying, even if you're the best of the sinners, you can cross over, right? So you'll get surprised. He's the best of the sinners. He has so much load on his head. How is he going to do it? Here's the answer. 437. Yathe edhansi. Edhansi refers to Prabhupada writes firewood. You put a firewood in a blazing fire. So you have a proper firewood and you put in what? Samidhogni. Samidho means very big. Agni means fire. So you put a firewood in a big fire. What will happen? Anju Mata, what will happen? You put a firewood in a big fire.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna
It will
Mata.
burn
It will burn. Are you sure?
more if
Yes.
it's lit up.
Yes. Thank you, Mata. So when you put a firewood in a big burning fire, what will happen? All the firewood will get burnt to ashes. This is what this verse is saying. Yate edhansi. Edhansi means firewood. Samidho means very big. Agni means Agni, fire. Bhasma sat kurute Arjuna. That will become bhasma. That will become convert to ashes in no time. Jnanagni. So here, Jnana Agni. Jnana Agni refers to Jnana Agni. When you put your material, Sarvakarmani refers to what is being referred in the previous 436. Your what? What is your upadhi here? What degree, graduation ceremony you got? Papa Krittamaha. Just remember that, huh? Maybe you're in a less than that, but say even if you're the worst of the sinner of the whole world, Gyan Agni, it's a big burning fire, and then you are putting Sarva Karmani, you are putting all the karmas there. Pious, impious, doesn't matter. What will happen? It will get bhasmasat kurte tatha. Similarly, all the reactions of those karma will burn down. And there's similar verse in Bhagavad Gita. Who can say that? Everyone knows that verse. Similar line, 1866. Krishna says, I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you. What he will do? He will burn your accounts. And Chitragupta writing and writing and writing of the paps of Jagai and Madhai for years and years and years. And here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just forgives them. And Chitragupta says, hey Bhagwan, all my hard work, all the hard disk which I filled of, 10 TB hard disk, and I have a cloud copy as well. Everything has to be deleted now. Because Mahaprabhu just embraced Jagai and Madhai and all the karmas are gone. So we are not that Jagai Madhai. Any Jagai Madhai here? We may be a small Jagai Madhai, a small Ravan, a small Hiranyaksha. We are not that big, huh? Giriraj Prabhu, baby, a big hand. No, sorry to say, you're all small. Body may be big, but we are small Jagai Madhai, huh? So if the Jagai Madhai can be forgiven by the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, why not us? Because we are not going to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly, we are going to Nityananda Prabhu. We're not even going to Nityananda Prabhu directly, we are going to Srila Prabhupada. And it says, grandkids are more dearer than kids, isn't it? Any grandparents here in this class? No? The grandparents will tell you. Pota poti, बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं. Grandkids, they love you. Sometimes Papa will scold the kid, and then the kid will go to grandmother, Dadima or Dadaji, and Dadaji will scold the father, and kid will become very happy. See? So Dada Dadi, they love grandkids a lot. So we have a very beautiful relationship with God Nitai, Srila Prabhupada, and we're in that parampara, and it's our great fortune that we are somehow connected in that parampara. We are getting their grace. So we are not qualified cases. Most of us, some of you maybe, most of us are mercy cases. The mercy is coming, and as soon as we go down in the parampara, it says mercy increases. So it says Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Namo Mahavadanya. He is the most magnificent. But he also got angry on Jagai and Madhai. Who said Jagai and Madhai? Jaldi. Who said Jagai and Madhai? So Nityananda is more munificent than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or less? Or equal? Nityananda Prabhu is more munificent. And then if you come down the same parampara to Srila Prabhupada is more merciful than Nityananda or less merciful?
More.
Has to be more. Has to be more. It's coming that parampara. This is how the mercy flows. So it's coming more and more and more down and saying, Jeev jago, Gaura Chandev, ab to ut jao. Get up, Jivas, get up, Jivas. Till how long you will sleep in the Maya Devi's growth, huh? In the lap of Maya, you've been sleeping for a long time. Please get up, please get up. जीव जागो गौरा चंदे बोले नित्यानंदा बोले प्रभुपाद बोले but we still sleep and sleep and sleep. Alarm comes, snooze after 1 hour. अरे 8 बज गया. This is how we get up somehow or other, huh? So all our acharyas are saying jeev jago, read this knowledge, chant Hare Krishna, do some seva, and please realize this, the urgency. It's a serious sadhaka is known by the seriousness of purpose and the urgency of it. Huh? Serious. Our purpose should be serious and we should be urgent about it. Huh? It's not like karna hai, Krishna consciousness. Definitely karna hai. It's the most important. But Amrit Prabhu, kal kare to chalega? If I come tomorrow, chalega? Amrit Prabhu saying no. See, he's already
कल
saying,
करे सो आज कर,
kal kare so aaj kare. Thank you,
आज
Amrit Prabhu.
करे सो अब.
I like friends like him, huh? So we don't like friends. प्रभु आज बहुत थके हो, कल आ जाना. नहीं, I like friends like Amrit Prabhu. No, कल नहीं, आज. हाँ, आज नहीं. अब yes, Prabhu will call me after the call. He'll say, Prabhu, you forgot that. Thank you, Prabhu. We love these friends who correct us. We don't want friends who just butter us. Prabhu, you're great. Okay. We are not so great. So yeah, have that friend circle which inspires you. Okay, let's move to the 438. This is another beautiful verse. It's all verses who glorify the knowledge and they apply all on of us. It gives encouragement. These verses are very, very encouraging verses. Sanjay Prabhu, you have something for the previous verse?
Ji Prabhuji,
Yeah.
like a question for the previous 2-3 verses.
Okay.
Prabhuji, I was just reflecting that when we read or when we connect with the devotees, it comes across like this that immediately everything will happen. Like we will chant and we'll connect and we'll study and we will hear and immediately all sinful reactions will go away and we will become pure devotees. But it doesn't happen. And फिर ऐसा लगता है कि धोखा हुआ है. मतलब we are committed to this society. We are spending so much time.
Very nice point actually, with Sanjay Prabhu. Prabhu, we are living in a yuga of instant sense gratification, instant Maggi noodles, huh? Everyone would have taken, right? In India, it comes instant 2-minute noodle, huh? Instant yoga, instant delivery, pizza delivery, instant Amazon, this and that, huh? So we want to become instant devotees as well. हमारी आदत खराब हो गई है. We have become conditioned in a very instant way. सब कुछ instant चाहिए. If it's not instant, as you said, धोखा हुआ है. But spiritual life is a very serious thing. It's a very, very serious thing. It's Ussahat, Nishchaya, Dhairyat. So if you are having Ussaha and Nishchaya but no Dhairya, Shastra says you are in mode of passion actually. You're not in mode. You're doing bhakti, no doubt. It's talking about bhakti only. But Ussaha and Nishchaya is there, but no Dhairya, that means passion. That Chidiya and Garuda story, Sparrow had the Dhairya. So she did not say, Koi dekh nahi raha hai. No one is watching. I've been working so hard. Putting one drop from here. She had no expectation from anyone. She kept doing. And then finally Garuda came. So Garuda will come, Prabhu. He has already come in your life. Radhanath Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. They're like Garuda.
Prabhu, I was also going to ask, sorry, I know I'm taking time, but what I try to do is I try to search online for devotees who have shared examples of how they have developed sense control, but I can't find anything. Like people who say, okay, if I'm agitated by sense desires or material desires, then I do this, and this, and then I overcome it. But I've not been able to find that where devotees have shared that what they actually do when they are. So I know I've been able to find high level that read and chant and do some service, but sometimes even that is not.
Yeah. So Prabhu, say someone has cancer, he goes to a doctor, and instead of going to a doctor, he can go to friends or go to Google online and find his own cure. Is it possible?
No.
Why?
Yeah.
Every person is different. His conditioning, his disease are different.
Yeah.
So on net or sometimes even the classes, you can only receive a generalized instruction, which is correct. It's not incorrect. But you may need further details, further clarification, which will only depend on the level of disease you have. Someone has a stage 1 cancer, some has stage 4 cancer, some has, I don't know, bro, some stomach cancer or brain cancer or some ear, I don't know many cancers. But the point I'm trying to make here, depending on what stage you are in, which type of, that way the treatment will be given to you. You cannot generalize it. So as cancer cannot be generalized, no, even within the same time, I've heard probably live stories I'm talking here. I've heard from someone who has cancer that the treatment which worked for another person did not work for this person. And that's valid because they are two different bodies. So treatment A worked for person B, but treatment A is not working for person C because person C has a different body, different conditioning. Um, so much differences in different bodies. So, Prabhu, this cannot be customized and then released and published. And if it is published, I'm sorry, it may be fake.
Yes.
So, if you need very customized instruction, you go to the doctor, Garudev, and just sit in front and just explain. And then Garuji will tell you exactly.
Thank you.
Is that right?
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Harish Prabhuji. Hari
Yeah,
Gopal.
Prabhu, on the point that Sanjay Vyas Prabhu just made, that is actually Guhyam Akhyati Prakshati, So it is a deep secret for people on how he responds to them. Okay. And you will never find it on internet. You will find it through conversations. And that too, you will have to ask. You will have to ask right questions. And the other person needs to feel that kind of uh, maturity in you to reveal also. It's a very difficult thing. But what I've noticed is, I'm a very big fan of going into workshops. And these workshops are very good place where, the facilitator makes you do exercises. And then as a part of those exercises, a lot of realizations happen and people share the realizations. The most important thing I think between devotees is to share their realizations, which doesn't happen very often. But I think if we create a space where people are able to share more and more realizations, and in confidence, of course, then, we can hear, we can learn. And when that situation comes in your life, you immediately remember what that person did or that person applied, and then you tend to go towards that. Or you will speak to that person again and reveal your heart that I'm going through this, and that will come. So I think if you're looking for something like that, Sanjay Prabhu, it's better to speak to people and ask pointed questions. That's my humble opinion, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Hari Gopal Prabhu. Just wanted to add one more point. Many times realizations are not shared. My understanding, the reasoning is we become many times judgmental towards those devotees. So that's why many devotees get discouraged to not share their realizations. So please make sure we should not be one of them to judge them, because judging someone from external point of view is very, very easy. But devotees should be very non-judgmental. When we create an environment, which Hari Gopal Prabhu was mentioning, we should create an environment where they should be completely relaxed and they should feel no one will judge me, because we judge very, very fast. Very fast. So please become very non-judgmental. He or she is sharing something, take what is good for you and don't just put it back on that person. Oh, he must have like that, he must have like that, because that's the time devotees get very discouraged. So when someone is speaking with you, or even in a group or in one-to-one, make sure you don't become judgment. Don't jump to the conclusions. We just don't know enough information and we don't have authority. So whatever is being told to you, listen to that, and based on the Shastra, whatever your understanding is, present it back to the person. And then we'll have a better environment around us. Thank you, Hari Gopal Prabhu, for sharing that.
Yeah, sorry, Prabhu, one more thing. And sometimes when people share, Prabhu, what happens is we are probably not spiritually evolved that much to connect with their realization. So in that case as well, there's a very thin line, right, between judging versus just bypassing. And one is an offense, other one is like, you acknowledge the realization, but realize that you're still not at that level. So yeah, it's very sensitive topic. And we have to be careful. We have to be mature enough. That's what I'll say.
Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, let's read 438. Who wants to go? Who hasn't participated today? Meera Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Would you like to read that?
Yeah, sure. नाहि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रम् इह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति. In this world, there is nothing so sublime and pure as transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of all mysticism, and one who has become accomplished in the practice of devotional service enjoys the knowledge within himself in due course of time.
Thank you, Mataji. So, nahi jnanen, so this jnana, this knowledge, this divya transcendental knowledge which we are talking, sadasham. So, like this knowledge, there is nothing like this. Pavitram, it is so pure, iha vidyate. So, nothing exists which is as pure as this knowledge. Again, we are talking about this transcendent divya jnana, not any like normal sadharan jnana. Tat swayam yoga sansiddha. So yoga word is very nicely, if you see in synonyms here, I was reading before class, it says yoga refers to in devotion. Prabhupada directly and very boldly just says yoga means in devotion. So you are performing, and he says that as well. And one who become accomplished. Sansiddhi refers to perfection. It says sadhaka and siddha. So siddha or samsiddha, they are same word. So siddha means perfect. Perfect in what? In yoga. And yoga, Prabhupada is saying, accomplished in the practice of devotional service. So what will happen to that person? Kalena. Kalena refers to in due course of time. When the kala, when the time pass. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu was also talking about the same thing. I was talking the dharya and all that. So dharya, very, very important. Kala is very important. Prabhupada writes kala meaning is in due course of time. So again, not overnight. Prabhupada writes this example of a lady who gets married to a man and she wants child. So Prabhupada writes, she cannot get child just like that. She has to surrender to the husband, serve the husband, and in due course of time, she may receive a child. So that is important. So Kalen. So in Kalen, what will happen? In due course of time, what will happen? Atmani vindati. Vindati means enjoying. Traptaha. Traptaha. Bodhyanta parasparam. We read that in 10.9. So Atmani Vindati. Atmani Vindati means he can enjoy on a spiritual realm, a spiritual plane. He doesn't need to get enjoyment. Where is my TV? Where is my car? Where is my phone? Is it iPhone? I don't know, maximum 17. I only have iPhone 7 and all that. He's Atmani Vindati. So when he starts enjoying an Atma plane, in a spiritual plane, in due course of time, again, it's not overnight, in due course of time, that is considered yoga sansiddha. He is perfected in devotional life. Isn't it? So this is another symptom which we are reading. So again, it's all in the same section. So what was the first two symptoms? Anyone remembers? What are the first two symptoms? Na punar moham evam. So no moha, that's first one. And drakshasati atmano mai. So atmani mai means they are Krishnas. They are situated in Krishna. They are Krishnas. And what will happen? Atmani vindati. If you're perfect in devotional service, what will happen? Your material detachment will automatically happen. You'll not hanker for this gadi, that gadi, this visa, that visa. Nothing. Nothing you will hanker for. What you will enjoy? Atmani vindati. You see some santas, they're constantly crying and crying. Premanjan Shureda Bhakti Vilochanena Santah Sadaiv Hridayeshu Vilokyanti. They're constantly crying. Why are you crying? Prahlad Maharaj says himself, sometime I cry, sometime I laugh. I don't know. People are laughing at me. Yes, people will be laughing at you because he is in constant touch with Krishna. And Prahlad Maharaj says, Krishna Graha Grahita Atma. I am possessed by a bhoot, by a ghost. Who's that ghost? Prahlad Maharaj, who is that ghost? Krishna Graha. I've been possessed by Krishna. Krishna is the ghost who has possessed me, so I've lost control on myself. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I laugh. I don't know what I'm doing. I've lost my external consciousness. Because they are the santas who are constantly connected with Krishna. They don't enjoy this material world. They have no hankering, no aspiration from this material world. So nahi gyan is sacham. So two aspects of this gyan is given in this verse. One is purity, one is power. Power of that knowledge. So what's the power of that knowledge? Kalen atmani, in the due course of time you will start enjoying themselves. And what's the purity? Nahi jnane sasam pavitram ihi vidyate. Raja vidya rajgoyam pavitram ihi vidyate. 9.1. Again it will be mentioned. This vidya is rajaguhya, raja vidya. This knowledge is as pure as nothing exists in this world. And what is this knowledge? Knowledge of Atma and the relationship with Atma and Paramatma. Jivera Sarup Hoy Krishnir Nityakas. Okay, let's go to 439. This is very nice verse. Every verse is very nice actually. Who wants to read? Anyone? Jaldi.
I can do this.
Yes, Mata. Anyone.
Shraddhavalabhate jnanam tatpara samyatendriya jnanam labdhava param shantim achirenadhi gacchati. A faithful man who is dedicated to the transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses is eligible to achieve such knowledge, and having achieved it, he quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace.
Thank you, Mataji. So now these two verses, 439 and 440, they are interrelated. So 439 will tell you if you receive this knowledge, what will happen. 440, if you don't receive this knowledge, what will happen. This is a positive and this 440 is a negative. So let's read the positive. Krishna has given this many times in Bhagavad Gita. If you follow this path, what will happen? If you don't follow this path, what will happen? So Krishna is not like a god of giving instructions, commandments. God of commandments. Thou shall not steal. Thou shall not kill. Krishna is not like that God. Krishna is like, Rohan Prabhu, would you like to eat pizza or pasta? Rohan Prabhu say to Mama, Mama, pizza bana do. So Krishna is very sweet God. He's not like an instructing person with a danda in his hand, with a thunderbolt in his hand, sending all the sinners to the hell. No, he's not like that. He gives you options and then whatever you desire, you do that. I can only present you the option. You want to do, you do. You don't want to do, don't do it. But know the results of not doing and doing, right? So this is the proper teacher. Krishna is the best teacher. So let's see, as a teacher, he is saying, if you follow this path, what will happen? Shraddhavan. Shraddhavan refers to what? Shraddhavan, who has Shraddha. So we have Vidwan, Dhanvan, Shraddhavan. Rajesh Prabhu, what does Shraddhavan mean? What does Dhanvan mean, as you are? He's a big Dhanvan. What does Dhanvan mean, Prabhu?
One who has richness.
Kya baat hai, because you are rich. What does Vidwan mean?
Who is rich in knowledge.
Vidya. So one who has Vidya. What does Bhagavan mean? One who's one, possessor of Bhaga. So similarly, Shraddhavan. Shraddhavan jana hai Bhakti Adhikari. So if you want Bhakti, what do you need? What do you need? Shraddha. Without Shraddha, you cannot start. In the 9 stages of Bhakti, starts from where? What's the first stage, Rajesh Prabhu?
Shraddha.
Shraddha. What's the last stage? Prema.
Prema.
Right? So from Shraddha to Prema, it says every single stage actually is a stage of Shraddha. When you talk about initial Shraddha, it's just the initial Shraddha, very little Shraddha. And Prema is also Shraddha. But what? 100% Shraddha. So someone going to school, for example, year 1, someone going in year 8, Aditya Prabhu going to, I don't know, some graduation year 3 or something. Someone is doing PhD. Are all they students, Aditya Prabhu? Are they all students? Yes or no? They are students, right? But they are all in the same category? No. But I can say they're all students. Year 1 is also a student, a PhD is also a student, but their gradations are different. So similarly, when we talk about Shraddha and Prema, what is the main difference? Their gradations. One is a PhD student, one is still going to year 1 or year 5 or something. So Shraddhavan. If we have Shraddha, again depending on the Shraddha, 411, Yethama Prapadyante, Shraddhavan labate jnanam. Labate means labh karna, attaining, achieving. If you have Shraddha, you will achieve the Jnana. Otherwise, Bhagavad Gita, how much it costs to read on the Vedabase.io? Vedabase, how much it cost? Garima Mata, how much it costs to subscribe to this channel? You paid any money?
Prabhuji.
Huh?
It's free.
It's free. Arey, free. सब free में है. It's free. But how many people are reading and following it? Tirma Mata?
Only 1/100 of people of the population.
मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चिद् यतति सिद्धाय यततामपि यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन् मां वेत्ति ततः सा महात्मा सुदुर्लभा. Very, very rare people. How many people in Sydney? Nandini Mata. She live in a very rich area, Rendavik area. Very popular. Mata, how many people in Sydney? Roughly. I don't know exact as well.
Sydney, I know.
Don't know. 15 million or something? Is it right? 10, 15 million?
Okay.
6 million.
6 million. Okay, thank you, Anand Krishna Prabhu. I believe in you more than me. My GK is very strong. Anyway, how many people attending Bhakti Shastri? I'm not talking about this, all combined. Probably like 60 people or something. Just in Sydney, one city of the world, very, very small city of the world. So, Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha, the person who even tries to know this knowledge, very, very rare. Krishna himself is saying this. So, but if you have Shraddha and keep your Shraddha on, your faith should not go away. Shraddhavan labhate jnana. You will achieve this jnana, this transcendental knowledge. Now, Shraddha is not the only qualification you need to have. What other qualification you need to have? Tat paraha. Paraha refers to what? Narayan paraha. Kam krodh paraha. Shanti para. We see this. So para refers to devoted. Narayan para means one who is devoted to Narayan. Kam krodh parayan refers to one who is parayan, devoted to Kam and Krodha. Is it a good person, Amrit Prabhu? Kam krodh parana or Narayan para? Which one you like to have friends with?
Narayan Para.
Kya baat hai, huh? Yes, we should have friendship with Narayan para, not a Kam Krodh para. He may be a big celebrity in the world. Who cares? Is he a devotee or no? We want to have nice friendship with the devotees here. So tat paraha, tat refers to in the above, what we just said, in the above, in that process, he has full shraddha and he's completely parayan. He's devoted to it. He's not just liking it, he's devoted to it. And the third characteristic given, or second, I'll explain the difference in a second. Sanyat indriyaha. Sanyat indriyaha. What does it mean? Who can tell? Very difficult translation. Who can tell? Sanyat indriyaha. Sanyam indriyaha. Shobhit Chandra Prabhu is putting his hand. Yes, Prabhu.
No one
Tell me.
control his senses.
Hari bol, Shobhit Prabhu ki jai. So, he is also able to translate the Sanskrit now. Sanyat indriya, one who is able to control his senses. Now, tat paraha can go towards the first object, first qualification or the second qualification. So, first is Shraddha. You should have Shraddha. And that Shraddha, what Shraddha we are talking? Paraha Shraddha, devoted Shraddha. Then you'll get Jnana. And tat paraha can come to Sanyat indriya. He is devoted to completely control his senses. You understand? It's not like, I also control my senses only on Ramadan, only on Sundays or Fridays, on this and that. Other days, Christ will forgive me. I've heard in a lecture, I've not seen it. People go in churches, and again, with all due respect to churches and their processes, they ask forgiveness in advance for the sins they're going to commit in the following week. Prabhupada said that. I'm not saying that. So, asking for forgiveness from God is very nice, and you should ask. And we all make mistakes, and that's okay. You ask and ask for Krishna, please forgive. That's okay. But if you ask Krishna forgiveness for the upcoming sins, so you forgive me for the last week's sins, and please also forgive me because next week I can't come. Anand Krishna Prabhu, please. Next week I can't come. So please ask forgiveness for the next week as well, because I'll not be able to come to church next week. Prabhupada said, this is a joke. This is a joke. When you ask for forgiveness, the meaning should be, yes, I have done some mistakes, but I will try not to commit mistakes in future. Isn't it? Is that valid? All the mothers will say yes or no. Right? Your child have done some mistakes. Mama, sorry. So Kalini Mata, you say, oh, no problem, beta. No, Nimai is a very sweet child. I'm just giving an example. But then he will say, Mama, please forgive me the naughtiness which I am going to perform next week. And Mama will say, Jara udhar wala dikhana. Show me the other one. So all the Mama and Papa will do that. So our Papa will not like that. Our Father will not like that. Krishna will not like that. So we try. We will make mistake. That's not a problem, but at least we'll try. that will not make mistake, because that's a mockery of the principle of asking forgiveness. So Sanyatendriya is very, very important. So Shraddha and Sanyatendriya and Tatparaha, you can take it with Shraddha, or Tatparaha, you can take it with Sanyatendriya. Okay, so, okay, I'll achieve Jnana. So what will happen? To achieve Jnana, there are two qualifications. Now, after you achieve Jnana, suppose Amrit Prabhu want to do a PhD. So Anand Krishna Prabhu will say, Prabhu, give me 1, 2, 3 documents. Okay, so Amrit Prabhu will say, okay, Anand Krishna Prabhu, I'll get you all the 3 documents, passport, visa and all that. What will I get even if I do PhD? So Ananda Krishna Prabhu say, hang on a second, Prabhu, read verse 439, line 3 and 4. So we are reading after PhD, okay? So pre-PhD is line 1 and 2, after PhD. After that Gyan, what will Yash Prabhu will achieve? Gyanam labdhva, after getting lava, param shantim. Anyone looking for Shanti here? Not a girl. Shanti, peace, huh? So don't take it otherwise. So Shanti, peace. Anyone looking for param shantim? Not a big girl here. Param Shantim, the Shanti which cannot be taken away. In the material world, which we may get some Shanti sometime, which hardly happens, rarely happens, unless you are completely surrendered. Param Shantim, that Shanti cannot be taken away by any material conditioning. That's called Param Shantim. I'll get Param Shanti. Amrit Prabhu will say, Anand Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much, but I still have one question. When will I get? You may promise something and I believe in your words, but your promise may come true after my life. Shanti to aaj chahiye na. Amrit Prabhu needs Shanti today, Param Shantim today. So Anand Krishna Prabhu will respond the 4th line. Achirena. Chirena means lambe kal, very, very long time. Achirena means turant milegi. Amrit Prabhu will say to one question, Prabhu, sign me up. Sign me up for this PhD. I'm going to go this PhD. So sign me up for this knowledge. Anyone who wants to sign up for this knowledge, raise your hand. Koi bhi nahi chahta hai? Anyone ready for signing up for this knowledge which Krishna is giving? Others are still thinking or not listening me. Thank you for being not attentive. Thank you. Okay, let's read this verse again. Very beautiful verse. This 439. Everyone should know this verse. Beautiful verse. It tells the pre-qualification and what you will get after that. All transcendental, obviously. So Shraddha, you should have Shraddha. You should have faith. Labte Jnanam, you'll get Jnana. And with Shraddha, what you should have to receive the Jnana? Tat Paraha, devoted to. Devoted to. What? Shraddha plus regulated senses. For long time. Long time. Not like only Sundays, only Fridays, only 1 month, only Kartik. No. Sanyatendriya, Tatpara Sanyatendriya increasing, kept on increasing. You will achieve Jnana. What after Jnana? Param Shanti. Not this worldly Shanti, not this worldly Shanti. I'll become the king of the, I don't know, Honolulu. I'll become Shant. No, you will not become Shant. You'll become more Ashant. I'll become this celebrity. Just Prabhu, I'll have 15 million followers. I'll be Shant. No. There's one story which I heard in a class. One minister was there. He was very nice devotee, very, very Shant. But because he was very jnani, so his king hired him, but his king was always agitated. But this minister was never agitated. So king is consulting with another minister just out of envy. How to agitate this person? He just never get agitated. And this minister was completely satisfied. He will do his job nicely, he'll give nice advice, he will go home nice, no problem. So the other minister advised the king, I can make him agitated. King said, please do that. I want to see him agitated. He said, Maharaj, I just need to borrow some money from you. You know, everything comes down to money. So he said, okay, any money. You just agitate this minister. He said, Maharaj, give me 99 gold coins. How many gold coins? 99 gold coins. And he dropped in his backyard. So Mataji of that minister went into the backyard in the morning, found the 99 gold coins. And she came back, wow, Krishna is so kind, this, that. Anyway, she came back, she counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 95, 96, 98, 99. Nahi, galat hai. Again counting. Evening, Prabhuji came, Minister Prabhuji came, and Mataji said, please help me counting. He also counted. And Mataji said, if you only had one more coin, one more coin. And Prabhuji said, no, 99, no. Just, can you get me one more gold coin? Oh, I have to overwork now. So he started overworking. And after overwork, this and that, finally he got one gold coin and he came and gave to Mataji. And Mataji said, count. No, so Prabhu counted again. It was 99. And Prabhu said, previously it was 99, now 90. So Mata said, I spent one gold coin by the time you worked hard. But next time, please get it and I will not spend any money. And then he worked again harder and harder and harder. He started working on the other job. And the more he gets, the more it gets reduced. And they both become completely agitated and unsatisfied. And the king was very happy. So it's a game of 99. We always want, how many? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, how many? Just one more.
More.
Just one more. One more day of my life. Day after tomorrow. I'm Krishna Prabhu. Friday से भक्ति करेंगे. पक्का. I'll come to your Bhakti Vraksha Prabhuji from this Friday. Just Thursday nahi aa, Thursday, Prabhu, just one day. Just give me one day. I don't have to become so serious just within a day. Huh? Look at Rajesh Prabhu, he's enjoying. Ayush Prabhu, he's enjoying. Why not me? Just one day, 1 month, 1 year, next year, and after 1 decade, after I get my visa, after I get my marriage, after I get my child, after my child gets married, just one, 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 one. It's a matter of that, just one. When should we start? Amrit Prabhu. He just said it. He will repeat it now on me. He said, Suna nahi kya? I got
आज
the
करे तो अब.
See, I got the wrong one. Sorry. I just picked randomly. He was just going to say, Suna nahi kya? Abhi bola tha na. Kaal kare so aaj kar. So Prabhu's message is very bold and very clear. Kaal kare so aaj kare so ab. If you don't understand Hindi, if you plan some shubh activity, some auspicious activity for tomorrow, try to do it today because you don't know what tomorrow will bring. When Lakshman ji went to Ravan for some siksha, Ram, after killing Ravan, he was not killed. He was killed but not killed as yet. So he was just lying there, just counting his last breath. So Ram said to Lakshman, go and take some instructions from Ravan. And Lakshman is like, Ravan's instruction? He said, yeah. He's a Rakshasa, but he's also a Brahmana. Go and get some instruction. So Lakshman went to Ravan and he stood on next to his head. And Ravan looked at Lakshman, didn't speak a word. After 5 minutes, Lakshman's patience was lost. He came back. So Ram said, what did you learn? Nothing. He did not speak anything. Ram said, where did you stand? On his head. When you are a disciple, go and sit on the feet of your spiritual master. You are going to take some instruction from Raman. He's your guru now. Okay, where should I go? Go and stand next to his feet. So Lakshmanji followed the instruction. He went and stood next to Ravan's feet. Then Ravan spoke. And Ravan knew Ramji is just giving a message to humanity. This is a message to humanity, not Ram, Lakshman, or Ravan. And Ravan made one statement. He made others as well. One very important statement he made. Shubhasya shigram, ashubhasya dirgham. Shubhasya means shubha, auspicious. Whatever is auspicious, shigra. You do it immediately. And ashubhasya dirgham. Ashubh means inauspicious. You are very angry and you want to do something inauspicious. Kal karenge. By tomorrow, your anger may come down. Your inauspicious pravritti may come down. So any inauspicious activity, you tell your mind, definitely I'll do, definitely. I'll take revenge, but tomorrow. And going to temple today. Giving some charity today, now. Doing Ram Nam now. So anything Shubh we do now, anything Ashubh you do it later. Okay, so Achirena Dekachi, you'll get Param Shantim Achirena quickly. 40. What if you do not follow this path of transcendental knowledge? Who will go? Nandini Mataji, you read it? Sorry.
Never.
Okay, please read.
Ajnas
It's
chas.
Agya. It's Agya Mata. Agya.
Okay. Agnas cha chashradhanas cha.
Okay, just let's break the word Mata. Agya and Ashraddhadhana. So Shraddhadhana, Shraddha se Shraddhadhan, Ashraddhadhan. So Agyas cha Ashraddhanas cha.
Agnas cha ashradhanas cha samshayatma vinashyati. Nayam lokostina paro na sukham sam shayata mana. Translation. But ignorant and faithless persons who doubt the revealed scriptures do not attain God consciousness. They fall down. For the doubting soul, there is happiness neither in this world nor in the next.
Thank you, Mataji. So there are 3 categories Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling in this particular verse. Very, very important verse. If you don't follow 439, what happens? So three categories are Agya, Ashraddhadhanas, and Samshayatma. So Agya refers to, who can say Agya? Anyone? Translate Agya. Gya means Gyanvan, knowledgeable. Agya means who has no knowledge. Okay. First category, who has no knowledge about Krishna consciousness, for example. Right? Second, Ashraddhadhana. He has knowledge, but no faith. So first is no knowledge, second is knowledge plus faith. Third, Shanshayatma. He has knowledge, he has some faith, but he still have doubts in his mind. Three categories are there. Huh? So there are three categories which exist in this material world for the people who do not follow this path. So what happens to these three people, and who is the most degraded one amongst these three? These are the next part of the verse. Na ayam loko. Anyone remembers this sort of similarity in the previous verses? Na ayam loko. What's the meaning? Jaldi. This loka, in this loka which we're sitting right now, na ayam loko, asti na paro, and not in this loka, not in the next, what we're going to receive. Huh? So what you will not? Na sukham. Everyone looking for sukha here? Anyone looking for dukha here? Come and talk to me after the class. No, no one will call me. Don't call me. Go and read Prabhupada books. Don't call me. Huh? Na sukham. You're looking for sukha in this loka and in the next one. Krishna is saying, if you're one of these three categories, you'll not get sukha. You'll not get sukha. So if you want to get sukha, what do you have to do? Tell me. Who wants to tell? Sushant Prabhu, if you want to get sukha, what you should do? As per these verses, what we are reading.
Sarvadharman Pratyagya.
Hari bol, Hari bol. Okay, so what my answer was 439. Okay, so if you want sukha, what you should follow? 439. Every devotee should know this. Shraddha va lapte jnanam tattara saintendriya. Okay, so if you want sukha, what you should do? 439. If you don't want sukha, what you should do? 440. Simple as that. Huh? Everyone wants sukha, so they will all go to 439. But some still would not like the sukha because they don't understand the definition. So let's see what three categories are. Agya, no knowledge. Can you give an example of no knowledge? Like in Western world, when before Prabhupada came, no one even knew about the word Krishna or Ram or Govinda. No one practically knew. Huh? Maybe very, very rare people knew about it. So Western world, when Prabhupada was talking to hippies, for example, they were Agya. No problem with that, right? They're Agya. Second is Ashraddhadhana. These examples are some, say, non-Hindu communities in India. They know about Krishna, they know about Radha Krishna, and they make jokes of it, right? You know what I'm talking about, huh? So even some Hindus make joke out of it. Huh? So they know Ram, Krishna, Ramayana and Mahabharata as well, but they have no Shraddha, no faith. Now the third category is the most dangerous one. As per Vishwanath Chakravarti, Shanshayatma. Anyone knows? Anyone can give an example from third category, Sulekha Mata? From the third category. First two categories I have given. Mata is going to reveal a surprise.
Category of people who believes that, who says that God exists, but there's no God. Is it wrong?
Mataji, that would be Ashraddhadhana, isn't it? Or Agya, something like that, yeah? I'm asking for example of Shanshayatma.
Sanshayatma. I can't remember of it.
Okay, no worries, Mata. Whoever raising hand, just hang on, I want to see who has not participated today. Kanika Mata, Hare Krishna. I can see nice Gopinath. Mother Kanika is very intelligent, so I'll ask.
Prabhu, I don't know, Prabhu.
Okay, she's very honest as well. No problem if you don't know. Okay, Giriraj Prabhu, Shanshayatma example. Give a practical one, please, which we all can relate with. Example of Shanshayatma.
Prabhuji, Sanshayatma, there are so many people we find in even who call themselves Sanatani, but they don't understand Krishna as supreme. So, like for example, Karma Kand, जो देवी देवताओं की
But that is Ashraddhadhana, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji, doubtful भी हैं, doubtful भी होते हैं लोग.
Okay.
For example,
Prabhuji, how about people who are agnostic?
No.
Prabhu, what about the Brahmin and cobbler example, Prabhu? The Brahmin had, he had knowledge but had doubt.
Yes.
Now we are coming down.
How
Right.
about
Thank you, Krishna Vallabha.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Srinivas Prabhuji.
Prabhu, initially the Gajendra
Gajendra, yes.
is like a Samshayatma. initially he said like Kalado Ledo. Kalado Ledo means whether the God is existed or not. And he has a doubt. He finally, at the last moment, he will hold the Lord's feet. He feel like, yes, he show his faith. That's why initially he fight for such a long time.
Okay.
Prabhuji,
Srinivas Prabhu,
how about
Kanika Mata, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu.
how about those
Yeah,
people
Sanjay Vyas
who
Prabhu, sorry, can I go to Shabd Prabhu first? Sorry. He
Prabhu,
hardly raises his hand, so Shabd Prabhuji, please.
Prabhu, I was thinking of Hiranyakashipu and Ravan.
Oh, Bapre. Hiranyakashipu and Ravan. They are Ashadhana, clearly. They're not following. Are they chanting Hare Krishna, Prabhu? Are Baba, all of us are Sanshayatma. Sitting right here, sitting in temple, doing sevas. Maybe, one or two rare bhaktas. We all are Sanshayatma. We still do not believe completely. By taking one Ram Nam, all the papas for all the births will get diminished. Who believes that? Practically speaking, tell me. You can quote shlokas. No problem with that. Sanshayatma mean we ourselves doubt. Huh? Shabri was not Sanshayatma. Shabri had full conviction. Huh? Ram had full conviction. Krishna had full conviction. Sanshayatma is sitting right here. Sorry to say that. Sorry to say that. Huh? If we had like Ashanshayatmana, then we will not be sitting here. We'll be like pure. Really pure so soon. Huh? So we are all following process 16 round, Brahman thread, this thread, that thread, Danda as well. Some Dandas here. Not sure. Huh? We have that, but if we still have Shanshay, is Krishna really, the problem aata hai, when the problem comes, then the Shanshay Atma comes. Is Jagannath ji really looking at me? Huh? Is Ram Nam really going in his register? Huh? We have all these sorts of doubts, and please be honest, you don't have to tell me. Huh? Some doubts come. Garima Mata, you don't get any doubts, I know that, but sometimes, when people get into trouble, the first doubt goes to Gada Gopinath. Gada Gopinath, are you looking? Is this the best situation for me? Huh? We start questioning. If you questioning, Shraddha and Shikayat don't go hand to hand together. Shraddha hai to Shikayat nahi hai, aur Shikayat hai to Shraddha nahi hai. Ashanshayatma refers to the people who have knowledge, who are following the process, but they still doubt. Maybe my guru is not powerful. Maybe holy name is not powerful. Maybe whatever is written is exaggerated. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, you are reading all the Naam offenses. Exaggeration hai. Acha. Radha Maharaj was telling in class, first, we cannot even explain what to speak of exaggerating it. You exaggerate something which you can explain and then exaggerate, right? If the value is only say $7, you exaggerate to $70. But Maharaj कहते पहले explain ही कर ले तो बहुत है. We cannot even explain the value of holy name. Even Lord Narayan cannot explain the value of holy name. What to speak of exaggerating the holy name? This is called Sanshayatma. Huh? Sanshayatma is not sitting outside. हम तो सारे pure bhakta. You may be bhakta. I am not a bhakta. Huh? This is called Sanshayatma. And who's the worst one, Amrit Prabhu? Sorry, this is not me. So don't call me after the class and say, Prabhu, who is the worst one? Amrit Prabhu.
Me. I'm
No,
those.
you are not. You are one of the best ones. Which category I mean? I'm not asking.
Okay.
Category. Which is
I
Agya,
think
Ashraddhana and Sanshayatma. Which is the worst category?
the Samshayatma.
Sanshayatma, bichara mala kar raha hai. Okay, I'll stop. Yes, Prabhu. Which is the worst? Sorry, I'll just take another
Shraddha.
5 minutes if that's okay. We'll finish the thoughts. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu is very humble devotee. I want to hear from him. Prabhu, number 1, 2 or 3? As per the order of this verse, which is the worst one? So, Amrit Prabhu, पता नहीं क्या बोल रहे हैं. 3 बोल रहे हैं. Yes, Prabhu. कुछ और voting दीजिए.
Prabhu, faith.
Agya,
Yeah.
ignorant, fool, rascals, Ashraddhana. 1, 2, 3. My question is very simple. Tell me the category. Garima
Three.
Mata, वो तो अमृत प्रभु के दल में चली गई माँ. Yes, Prabhu.
Question is
Three.
simple, answer is
Three.
no.
Huh? Answer is
Three.
Three.
3.
Yeah.
Yes, सब दल बदल. Okay, Acharya Saprabhu, आप बताइए. You are very honest person. You will tell the honest answer.
Prabhuji, I believe all three of them, but
नहीं, एक ही choose करना है.
but the more dangerous is the one who has a knowledge, but he still wants to reject that there is no Krishna.
No, 1, 2 or 3. Tell me the
So
answer.
that will be 2, lead to 2. Has a
Two.
knowledge but has no
2.
faith.
Okay, done. Ira Mata. 1, 2 or 3.
Prabhuji, 2.
Chaste wife. Hari Bol. Anand Krishna Prabhu. 1, 2, 3.
3, Prabhu.
3. अरे वाह. सुलेखा माता, 1, 2, 3.
3.
Okay, सब 3 पे जा. सुप्रिया माता, आप बोलिए. Ayush Prabhu, you're hiding, but I can see you. Be ready. Supriya Mata. 1, 2, 3. Mata, I did not hear you. You went back on mute. Okay, I think Mata is still adjust. Ayush Prabhu.
3, Prabhuji, 3.
Yeah, as per the translation, it says that category 3 never gets happiness. So I think category 3.
Okay. If you are thinking, it is 3. Thank you for all the 3s and thank you for 2s as well. But as per Vishwanath Thakur, the third one is the most dangerous. Why? Because he has knowledge, he is practicing that knowledge, but still has doubts. To remove doubts from the mind of those people are very, very difficult. Writing, Prabhupada gave this example, writing on a clean board is easy or a board which is already written, pre-written, all junk is written there. What Prabhupada said? Writing on a clean board is easier. So teaching to those hippies was much better rather than teaching to Indian Brahmanas, because Indian Brahmanas, although they are Brahminical culture, they are vegetarian and all that, but they were looking at Western countries. How can I go to America? How can I get a visa of America? This and that. And these American hippies were looking for some spiritual guidance, and that's why they became the best disciples. So what we need is not the skill. What we need is surrender. Skill you may have or may not have. You may speak good English, bad English, that doesn't matter. You may know blot out sloka, not sloka, that doesn't matter. What we need is surrender. And the surrender was there in Agyas, in Ashuddhana. But Shanshayatma, Brahmins, Prabhupada said, just one family, he had like 7 sons or something. Prabhupada said, just give me 1 son who can help me. They did not give son to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada tried to preach in India, as we all know. He was unsuccessful in India, at least at that time. Then he had to go out west. And in west, who had never even heard the name Krishna, they could become the best, one of the best disciples of Prabhupada. How did it happen? They were Agyas, but they had faith in the Swami. They had faith in the Swami, and then they had faith in the words of the Swami. They followed the Swami, and they became Vaishnava. And here Brahmins, they were wearing suit and tie, and they're saying, we are modern now. We are modern now. We are eating in a plate with forks and spoons. We are modern now. We are developing. And then some Brahmins were discouraging Prabhupada disciples when they went to Vrindavan, the shopkeepers, some of the shopkeepers at least. So when they will give money, they will not touch the money. They said, oh no, we cannot touch. You're a malechas. Just keep the money here and we'll pick it up. So they will literally get so much disrespect. The disciples of Prabhupada who had so much surrender, they'll put the money, say 10 rupees, and this shopkeeper will sort of clean it up later and then pick the money. So these shopkeepers had no Shraddha. I'm Brajvasi already. So please remember, this is a very, very nice verse. So we should not be in the third category. Now, we may be weak. That's okay. Process is not weak. So in ourselves, we may have doubt, but we should have faith in a spiritual master. Once Prabhupada disciple, Mahasi Goswami Maharaj, Prabhupada asked him, can you give class? And Mahasi Goswami Maharaj said, Prabhupada, but I don't know anything. He was young that time. Not so young, but he said, Prabhupada, I don't know much. I don't have faith in myself. So Prabhupada said, do you have faith in me? He said, yes, Prabhupada, I have faith in you. So Prabhupada said, now I have faith in you, and because you have faith in me, so on my faith, you give the class. And Maharaj gave the fantastic class, because he had faith. He didn't have faith in himself. So that's okay. That's okay situation. We are weak. We may fall down and all that. Process is not weak. My guru is not weak. Krishna consciousness, it works. It works if followed correctly. Is it okay? Okay, Aish Prabhu, if you have a quick question, I'll take. Otherwise,
Yes, bro. Very quickly,
yeah.
you were mentioning how we are Samshayatma, like all like we as practicing devotees, we as Samshayatma. But because we don't have faith, but wouldn't that be Ashraddha Danas? Why we in the third category? I
No,
think we'd be in the
Ashraddhana is
second.
they don't even practice Prabhu. They know about it. Like, as I said, many non-Hindus, they know about Hindu culture in India, some other religions. But no, they are pagal. Some Muslims think, honestly, you're all pagal. You have 360 crore Devi Devtas. You're all pagal. And they do so much disrespect. They make mockery, they make movies. I don't want to go in detail in that area. Ashuddha Dhana. So no Shraddha. Knowledge but no Shraddha. And here knowledge plus practice and is still no Shraddha. That's very bad. And especially so-called Brahmins these days, they still have their Brahman thread. They don't do any such thing called like practice. When it comes to proving them Brahman, they say, yes, I'm Brahman. My surname is Brahman. My surname is this and that. I have a thread, this and that. But they do all sorts of things. Is it okay? Is there clarity from these two distinctions?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, okay.
So mainly it's because it's practicing and non-practicing. One category practices, one category
So
doesn't.
if you like define a bar or something, so no knowledge, knowledge plus faith, and then knowledge plus practice, knowledge plus no practice, knowledge plus practice, but it's still no faith. Yeah. Okay. So let's stop here. Sorry,